This
Mechanical engineering
conference will now
graduate.
be recorded.
I'm having almost 20 years of industry experience. Out of 20 years, initially, 7 years I worked for some of the manufacturing organizations as a assistant manager, materials, etc. So I was looking after production planning and control, as well as warehouse management, as well as some of the procurement department and the supply chain management department related activities. Right. So when I was working with manufacturing organizations, I got an opportunity to work for some of the softwares like AS400 and JD Edwards, as well as Oracle, etc. during that time. Right. So based upon the experience to work with those softwares, I got an opportunity to work for with one of the IT sector industry in the area of SAP. Right. So from there,
Okay.
I started my SAP journey, and it is almost 14 to 16 years into SAP materials management. So initially, I started with SAP materials management related module projects. Then
Okay.
I got an opportunity to work for industry specific oil and gas projects, as well as some of the warehouse management, as well as extended warehouse management related projects as well. So I worked for various types of projects, like I worked for implementation projects, as well as support and enhancement projects, as well as some of the rollout projects within SAP. So if you see SAP, there will be various projects. You can define the projects into three categories. One is implementation, the second one is support and enhancement, and the third category of the projects are rollout projects, right? So I had an experience with all these projects, and as a part of training is concerned, so I was able to provide the training mainly in the SAP materials management module, right? Mainly in case of SAP materials management module, I was able to provide the training up to some 2000 consultants during the 2 to 2.5 years tenure of time, right? So I mainly provide training on SAP materials management. So if required, I was able to provide the training on SAP sales and distribution and SAP warehouse management, as well as SAP industry specific oil and gas modules as well. But mainly I used to give the training in the area of SAP MM, right? So this is my overall experience and the introduction as a part of my industry organizations related experience is concerned, as well as a part of SAP materials management projects related experience as well. Right. So I would also like to have introduction from every one of you. So if you are able to provide, so if you have any experience with SAP, or are you working for any one of the present organization, then that will be well and good, so that we will be able to continue with our demo. Right? Can anyone start? I think Hiren Parmar, could you please start your introduction, please?
Yes, Hiren Parmar. Now I am currently Adani Solar and total 9 year experience in end user
Okay,
storehouse
so yeah,
and warehouse
yeah,
management.
yeah. So you are working as an end user in SAP MM as well as warehouse management.
Yes,
Okay. So what activities you are performing?
I am performing store role activity, receiving issue, inventory control, and payment cycle.
Okay, so you do all transactions like in SAP.
Yes, yes. Last 9 years. First 8 years in Reliance Industries Limited, Jamnagar, and last 1 year in Adani Solar.
Okay, okay, then good, good. Good. Thanks for the
Okay.
introduction.
Thank you.
Yeah. Then we have, is it Sriji speaking or Hiren? Sriji, right?
Both are my
Oh, both are
laptop
yours
and
only.
one in laptop and one in mobile cell phone.
Okay, okay. Okay, then good. Thanks for the introduction. Then we have Ibrahim Syed. Ibrahim Syed, could you please go through your profile as well?
Hello, sir. Good evening. My name is Ibrahim Sayed. I am
Yeah.
from Maharashtra and I have 7+ year experience in pharma industry, sir. Okay. And
Okay.
due to saturation in pharma industry, I look forward into the non-IT sector into IT sector. So many faculty I searched like that only software tester and MM. So my colleague is in which done SAP course like SAP SD sales and
Okay.
distribution, and he
Okay.
suggest me if you want to move in IT sector, you just perform SAP MM. This is the good and no coding is there, nothing is there. Anyone can do such type of certificate. So I just started from last 3 months searching what is SAP, what is MM, material management, inventory, each and everything. Little bit knowledge I have only, that's it, sir.
Okay. 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 Good. Good. Okay. So okay, it's good. So everybody like you only. I also initially worked for some of the manufacturing organizations. Then I also got saturated with manufacturing organizations. Then I thought of moving to SAP. Right. So SAP is one of the best platform if you want to move your career from non-IT sector to IT sector, then it
Yes, sir.
is a well and good. Right. So this is one of the best platform. Right. So okay, then
Okay,
thanks
sir.
for the introduction. Then we have Narendra.
Yes, sir, good evening, sir. I'm Narendra.
Yeah.
Last from 4 years, I'm working as mechanical engineer from, at Mega Engineering and Infrastructure Limited. I'm
Okay.
interested to learn about SAP module. That's why I joined that in this class.
Okay. Mega engineering. Okay. Good. Good.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So then we have Neha Reddy.
Yeah, hello sir. Good evening. I'm Neha Reddy.
Yeah. Hi.
So, even I'm being a non-IT student, so I'm a master graduate in agriculture. So, I got suggested to go with the basic, which is like material management. So, this is how I got
Okay. I
joined.
think we cannot hear you properly. Maybe you haven't using the headphones, right? So I think we cannot hear you properly. Okay, then that's good. No problem. Thanks for the introduction. Then we have Akash. Akash,
Hello,
can
sir.
you
Good
please?
evening, sir.
Yeah, yeah, hi.
Sir. Yes, sir. Myself, Akash. I'm from Maharashtra, and
Yeah,
I'm completing B civil engineer working as a civil engineer from last 7 years. And I'm not having any knowledge about the SCP. Uh, I know from my brothers and them. That's why I'm joining this SCP model. MM.
okay, good, good. Thanks for the introduction. Then we have Vanita.
Yeah, hi sir. Actually, I am
Yeah, hi.
from Bangalore, sir.
Okay,
Uh, I am having 6 years of experience in pharma field, Dr. Reddy's Laboratory, Hyderabad. So after
okay,
that, we shifted to Bangalore. But I am having 6 years of career gaps, sir. After
okay,
marriage,
okay,
for children and all. So now I am. So I have experience in purchase department,
okay,
procurement.
okay, okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, then
Thank
good,
you.
good, good. Thanks for the introduction. Then Mauni VIT. Mauni. Mauni, I think she from Varshniti team or someone? I think Mauni, can you hear me? Hello. I think she may be from Varshniti. Right. Okay. So then we have Venkat. Venkat, can you please go through your profile?
Hi everyone, myself Venkata. I have total 7 years of experience, which is Oracle apps R12. So now I'm moving. Now I'm decided to move into the SAP NO module. So I have knowledge about inventory and that. So I want to go. I want to change my technology from Oracle to SAP. So in 7 years, I worked in IBM and HCL.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So means what activities you were performing in Oracle?
Oracle apps normally we are doing in the invoice, so payments, so monthly activities. These are.
Okay. 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 So okay. Yeah.
Complete
Good.
my work was support project only.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Good. Good for. Thanks for the introduction. Then we have Suresh. Suresh, are you there?
Hello, hi everyone. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, hi everyone. Myself, I'm having 6+ years experience in e-auction procurement activities, and I have worked for one of the organization and materials management where they used to do all this procurement, everything, all steps like procuring a material, everything, starting from procuring to till the end of the like sale order, deliver order, everything. So this is myself. Like I'm looking for SAP. So looking forward to change in this technology.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Okay. So SAP, na, so normally we call it as SAP. We will not call SAP, right? So if somebody is calling SAP, then it is not a good pronunciation. So normally the people will call, if somebody is working in SAP, so they will call it as SAP. So they don't want to like if somebody is speaking SAP like that, right? So if you are talking about SAP, you should talk as SAP, not SAP like that. So just I just wanted to tell you this thing so that you will follow in future. If you are talking about SAP, you should talk SAP, not like SAP, etc. Okay, so then we have Surendra. Surendra, could you please go through your profile as well?
Yes, hi sir. Good evening.
Yeah,
I'm working
yeah.
as a support engineer using SAP Quality Management for a custom application.
Okay.
So I want to develop my career in material management.
Okay, so for quality, you are using some custom application.
Yes, sir. To create notifications, quality notifications.
Okay.
Our company is using quality management to create. Basically, we use quality management for creating notifications. So instead of using SAP, we are using a front-end application to create notifications. We are supporting for that application.
Okay. Okay. Okay, then good. Thanks for the introduction. Then we have Shreya. I think
Good
Shreya,
evening,
if you're,
sir.
yeah, yeah. Hi, good evening.
Um, Sir, my name is Shreya Shri Sav. Actually, I belong from Odisha. Actually, I have done my graduation in BBA stream in finance, and after that, my one of my friend plus my brother told me that to join in SAP MM as a consultant. So because he is also in a consultant business, so he approached me, and we are talking about that. So that's why I'm interested in SAP.
Okay, okay. Okay, then thanks for the introduction. Then we have Pravalika. Yeah, Pravalika, if you're there on the calls, are you there? Okay, then. So, team, thanks for the introduction. So, good evening, everyone. So, let us start with our demo. So, please let me know if you are able to see my screen, right? So, you are able to see my screen, right? Yeah, you are able to see my screen, right?
Right now.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So thanks for joining the call. Okay. So this is a demo session. So we have some people are complete freshers and some people are already working in some of the organizations and some people are having the experience with SAP as an end user in this group and some people are having experience with working with some of the other ERP systems, right? So since we have various categories of the people in this demo, so I just wanted to give you a brief understanding, right? So normally when I am taking a training, so I used to give at least some 3 to 4 classes, the theory part of SAP. Not only SAP, I will just try to give some background, right, on SAP materials management. Actually, where exactly the SAP materials management is supporting in the organizations as a software, and what are the business processes it is supporting as a software. So such type of understanding, I will give it at least some 4 to 5 classes. Then slowly we will be moving into the SAP topics, right? So in this class, I just wanted to give you a brief understanding, right? Like when I say SAP, so SAP is nothing but one of the enterprise resource planning tool, right? So it is a ERP tool. So when I say ERP, so what is the full form of ERP? So the full form of ERP is nothing but enterprise resource planning. You might have heard about this particular word in your engineering or if you are doing any graduation, etc. You might have heard about ERP as a naming convention. Right. So what is a enterprise resource? Why do I need to do a enterprise resource planning? What is the need for me? Can anyone tell? What is the need? Why do I need to follow a planning in an organization? Any idea? Why do we need to do a planning in an organization?
In order to,
Without planning,
To
yes,
simplify the work, sir.
in order to
so,
run smooth organization, sir. Without planning,
Yes,
if something is the problem अगर कुछ है तो then for everyone it is very difficult to perform tasks, sir.
exactly. Yeah. So one of the main
without
reason. Yeah. Please continue.
विदाउट प्लानिंग हम कोई भी गोल है कंपनी का वो मतलब फुलफिल नहीं कर पाएंगे और उसकी वजह से कॉस्ट में भी बहुत बढ़ोतरी हो जाएगी। इसके लिए प्लानिंग होना जरूरी है।
Yes, exactly. So the main why we are doing planning means I want to utilize the resources that are available in an organization up to a maximum efficiency level, right? So there are three types of resources that a industry will be having, right? So if I take any organization, right, there are three resources or three elements which I need to plan properly or which I need to utilize with 100% efficiency or more than 100% efficiency. Then only I will be able to get profit at the end of the financial year. Why I am running an organization? Because I wanted to get the profits, right? So that is my aim. I don't want to get loss. I wanted to get a profit in an organization. If I want to get a profit in an organization, I need to utilize the resources that are available in an organization with efficient manner. So there will be three resources which will be considered in doing a planning. The resource number one is a manpower, right? Like if you take any organization, so there will be huge amount of manpower involved. If you take some of the software industries, there will be 4 lakh employees, 5 lakh employees are there. So as a industry, I will be investing in terms of making salaries to the employees, right? It is a cost to me, right? I am running an organization, so I need to pay a salary to the employees. It is a cost to me, right? Also, I need to invest in providing benefits to the employees, right? So medical expenses or so many other benefits or HRA, etc. I will be providing to the employees. So if I have taken people into my company and I am keeping them on bench, bench means I am not providing, allocating any work. They are simply coming and going. But still I need to make a payment at the end of the month as a salary, right? So it's a loss to me. So whenever I am recruiting a person, I need to recruit in a proper direction so that I will be utilize him with 100% efficiency by providing the work immediately after recruiting or more than 100% efficiency. Then only I will be able to get a profit. Then the resource number 2, which is a main element to do the enterprise resource planning related activities, are machinery, right? Machinery is one second element. So if I am running an organization, there will be so many machineries I will be purchasing from the external market and utilizing them in the production processes, right? I need to utilize a machine with more than 100% efficiency, right? I purchased a machine for 10 crores or 20 crores worth of machine and I am not producing anything out of it. I am keeping that particular machine ideal. Then I will be losing lot of money, right? I need to utilize a machine with more than 100% efficiency. Then the resource number 3 or a parameter number 3, which I will be using in providing enterprise resource planning tools activities, is a money itself. Money plays a major role in the organization, right? If I am investing a money, I need to invest in a proper direction. I should not invest in an area where I am not getting any profit, right? I should invest the money in the area where I get a proper profit out of it, right? So these are the 3 elements which I need to utilize with 100% efficiency or more than 100% efficiency. Also, I need to invest them in a proper direction. But how I will come to know? I think someone needs to go on mute. I'm hearing a lot of background noise. Okay. I think Ibrahim, you need to go on mute. Okay. Now it is fine. So, how I will be able to track the efficiency, let us say manpower, whether I am using 100% with efficiency or not, or machinery, whether I am using with 100% efficiency or not. Money, if I am directly investing the money in a proper direction or not. How I will come to know? I will come to know I need to have at least one or the another system which will be able to provide the real-time investment of these resources. Means in the olden days, what used to happen? You do not have a computer, right? But still, the people used to run the industries, very big industries. They used to do 10,000 crores or 1,000 crores worth of money rotation they used to do. But how they were doing? They were doing by writing everything on the notebooks, right? They will maintain one book or ledger. Upon the ledger, they will write it down. Okay, so we have 10 employees in an organization. So they will take the attendance manually in the registers, and they will calculate the, based upon the registers, they will calculate the salaries to the employee for a particular month. Those days we do not have a software, we have only registers or the ledgers with books. But what is the disadvantage of using a notebook or a ledger to maintain the details of the salary? For example, the disadvantage is, let us say after 10 years down the line, I wanted to see what is the salary that I have paid today. I may be lost that particular ledger. That ledger is not available with me. Maybe there is a cyclone came, it got destroyed. So I do not have a proper data available with me. Also, if let us say the ledger is available, but I wanted to calculate what is the total salary I paid for 1000 or 2000 employees, I need to do a manual calculation. But nowadays it is not like that, right? So we have so many softwares available. If you execute one simple report, it will give you in seconds what is the total salary that you have paid 10 years back, right? So such type of real-time data providers are not available during the previous days, but today we have various softwares that are available to provide the real-time information of the investments which you are doing on the manpower, machinery and money, so that you will take a decision immediately. So normally in the organizations, what plays a major role? The major role is decision making, right? As the owner of the organization, I need to take the decision quickly. I should not keep the things pending, right? So that plays a major role in the organization. But if I want to take a decision immediately, I need to have the data available for each and every investment which I am doing, right? So if you want to have the real-time data available, you need to have the proper software that should provide the real-time information of these three resources so that you will take the decision quickly. So in the market, there are various enterprise resource planning tools that are available nowadays. When I say enterprise resource planning tools, those are nothing but a softwares, right? So I will give you some brief overview of the enterprise resource planning tools that are available in the market. So one of the enterprise resource planning tool is Oracle, right? So Oracle is one of the ERP package that is available in the market. So Oracle is developed and owned by a Oracle corporation. Oracle corporation, right? So when it comes to a Oracle, it was observed that Oracle is quite good in providing solutions for the finance related activities in an organization, right? So in my company, I have a finance department and I wanted to have one software which is quite good in providing the solutions for the finance activities. I can choose Oracle as a software or ERP package. Then, apart from the Oracle, we also have one of the other enterprise resource planning tool that is known as JD Edwards. So JD Edwards also one of the enterprise resource planning software. This also will be called as a PupilSoft. So some people will call PupilSoft as AS400 as well. Right, so JD Edwards is initially developed by a PupilSoft corporation. PupilSoft corporation. Then later it got acquired by Oracle. So now you can see, so the PeopleSoft also is Oracle corporation only. So they acquired PeopleSoft and they have incorporated the JD Edwards also into a Oracle corporation. Right, so JD Edwards, it was observed that JD Edwards is quite good in providing solutions for the human resource management department related processes. Right? So let us say in my company, I have a HRD department. For the HRD department, like what will happen in the HRD department? You will do a salary processing, right? So salary processing is one of the major activity in the HRD department. Then you will have a payroll execution, right? Payroll execution. Then leave and attendance management system, right? We call it as LMS. LMS means leave and attendance management system. Leave and attendance management system. Also, there will be so many other activities, right? Like training and placement, right? So these are the activities normally will be happening in the human resource management department. So if you wanted to have a software for the human resource management department related activities, JD Edwards is one of the best software based upon the market survey. So apart from JD Edwards, we also have one of the other software that is known as a Microsoft Dynamics or Microsoft Dynamics, right? You might have heard about it, Microsoft Dynamics. Microsoft Dynamics is quite good in providing, it is owned by a Microsoft corporation, right? So Microsoft corporation developed the Microsoft Dynamics software, and it was observed that Microsoft Dynamics is quite good in providing solutions for the sales and distribution related activities, right? Or business processes. Let us say in my company, I am producing some product. I wanted to have a sales department so that they will take care of the sales of that particular product, right? If I am running a department, they need to follow some business process to sell the product. So whatever may be the sales related activities or the business processes, those will be supported by a Microsoft Dynamics as a software. It is quite good in providing solutions for sales and distribution. Then we have Salesforce as well, right? So we have, you might have heard about it, the Salesforce. Salesforce also will be used for sales related transactions only, sales and distribution transactions only as a software. So then we have one of the other software known as Tally. You might have heard about it, Tally, right? So Tally is one of the ERP package, but it is quite good in providing solutions for medium size and mid size organizations. So normally initial 4 to 5 sessions it will be a theory part only, right? So we will slowly get into the SAP functionalities. If I am directly showing the SAP screens, then it will be difficult for you to understand. So that is the reason I will try to give some overview on SAP. So then we will slowly getting into the SAP functionalities, right? So then not only Tally, we also have so many other softwares as well. Like I heard about it. Siebel is one of the software or enterprise resource planning tool. We have Care 5000, we have Fusion, we have ban, etc. So these are also some of the enterprise planning tools like JD Edwards, Oracle, etc. But we are not learning these softwares. Instead, we are trying to learn one of the software known as SAP, right? SAP also, like Oracle, JD Edwards only, it is also one of the ERP software. But SAP is a very popular software, right? So why? Because every software is having its own advantages. SAP also having its own advantages. One of the main advantages of SAP is it started during 1972, right? And today is 2022. That means it's almost completed 40 years. Even though 40 years journey by SAP, there is a still lot of demand in the market, right? I can expect still further 30-40 years there is no problem for SAP. But it is not like some of the other softwares. Those softwares will come and they will stay in the market for 3 years or 4 years, then they will vanish. But it is not the case with SAP. SAP is a long running software in the market. One of the disadvantages with the SAP is the cost, right? It's a highly costly software. Highly costly software, right? Let us say I want to develop a game. I can develop without spending anything. But if I wanted to use SAP or install SAP in my organization, I need to invest a huge amount of money. So this is one of the major disadvantages of SAP, which is a very costlier product that is available in the present ERP packages. Right. So when I say SAP, can anyone tell what is the full form of SAP? What is what S applies for, and what is A and what is P? Can anyone tell what is the full form of SAP? Anyone from the
System,
group?
application, and products.
Okay, yeah, very good.
Systems, applications, and products.
Yeah, very good, very good. So SAP means S means systems, P means products, and no. A means applications, right? S means systems, A means applications, and P means products. Systems, applications, and products in data processing. Any software will be used for just data processing only, right? So SAP also one of the data processing tool where you have systems, applications, and products involved. Right? When I say a systems, what is the meaning of the system? Right? Why we are calling systems here? Let us say if you take any one of the organization or the industry, right? If I take any organization or the industry, there will be not only SAP, right? So you will have so many other softwares. So I worked for one of the project for a big organization. There they have SAP as a main software, right? But along with SAP, they also have some 80 different applications or softwares, 80 other softwares, right? SAP will be used as a main application, but there are 80 applications or small softwares or the custom softwares. Like someone said, right? For the quality, I think who said? I think is it? I think Surendra or Suresh. They said they were using for the quality management related activities. They were using some custom application for sending the notifications, right?
Yes, sir.
Like that only, if you go to any one of the organization, I think who said, is it Surendra?
Yes, I'm only said that.
Okay, okay. So it is like that only. If you go to any one of the organization, I am using SAP as a main software. But apart from SAP, I will have so many other softwares or the custom applications as well, right? So I worked for one of the project where there are 80 other applications along with SAP. Let us say, for example, I am using SAP at one side, but in the finance department, I am using, let us say, Java, right? In the Java system, let us say, I have created one bank payment advice, right? Means I have a company. I am holding one bank account in one of the bank. I want to pay some amount of money to a particular vendor. So as a company, I will use Java system to trigger a bank payment advice to the bank. So whatever may be the bank payment advice that I have triggered and created in Java system, I wanted to interface to SAP as well, right? Or sometimes I can interface from SAP to finance or finance to SAP. It is a vice versa. So the data transfer, right? So if I want to transfer a data from SAP to, I am using multiple systems, right? So I want to transfer the data from SAP to finance or finance to SAP. That is well and good possible, right? If you are using multiple systems, you need to transfer the data from one system to another. So the data transfer between a SAP and non-SAP systems are the some of the custom applications are falling under a category of the systems. The data transfer between SAP and other applications is quite easy by using one of the functionality known as a interfacing functionality, which we will be dealing with systems in as a S. Then what is applications, right? So applications are nothing but, you might have heard about it. We are trying to learn SAP MM, right? We are trying to learn SAP MM is one application or module. We call it as module. Like that, we have SAP Finance, right? We have SAP Controlling. We have SAP MM. We have SAP Production Planning, SAP Quality Management, and SAP Warehouse Management, SAP Extended Warehouse Management, SAP SD, SAP Transportation Module. Like that, we have 20 to 30 different modules are available within SAP. Every module is supporting one or the other application of an organization, right? Finance, if I take, it will support the finance department related activities or the business processes. Controlling will support costing department, right? Every company will have a costing department. So if you wanted to have a costing department related business processes to be supported by a SAP, then we will go for a controlling module. So then we have SAP materials management, right? So materials management module. So materials management module we are going to learn. We will see what exactly the SAP materials management is going to support as a ERP package in the organizations, right? So this is deals with us. We have production planning. like that. So in SAP, we have various applications or the modules that are supporting the organizational needs or the requirements. So any doubts on systems and applications? If you have any doubts, so you can stop me at any moment of time so that I will be able to clear your doubt. So that is not a problem. So are you able to understand what I'm trying to explain it over here? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Understand, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you have any doubts, you can stop at any moment of time. But this is just a theory part only, which I'm trying to give it to you, right? But we will proceed for the SAP related activities in our coming sessions. Then what is a products, right? We have the third is products, right? What is a products? Products are nothing but, if you see in the external world, there are various industry sectors, right? Like we have various industry sectors, right? Like there are mechanical industries, right? Mechanical industries. We have pharma sector or pharma industries, right? Pharma sector. We have mining sector. We have oil and gas sector, right? We have a retail sector, right? Like that, there are so many various types of industries that are available in the market, right? SAP is one of the software which will provide the solutions for each and every sector. That is one of the major advantages of the SAP. Let us say if I take oil and gas sector, the way of executing a business is completely different, right? So I need to develop a software which will support the oil and gas sector business. So SAP is having also the mining sector or pharma sector. The way of doing a business in mining sector is completely different compared to a pharma sector. So I need to provide a mining sector specific solution within a SAP system, right? So SAP was able to provide the solutions for various types of sectors. You take any sector, SAP was able to provide the solutions for that particular specific sector. So by combining all these things like systems and applications and products, we have named it as a SAP. So we call this as SAP, not SAP, right? If somebody is speaking SAP, that means he do not have any experience on working with SAP. That is what people will think. So if you went for interview also, you should not talk SAP. You should talk with them SAP, right? Then we are trying to learn SAP materials management, right? So what are the advantages of SAP when compared to other software products, right? We have Oracle, we have JD Edwards, we have Sibyl, we have BAN, we have Tally, we have so many other enterprise resource planning tools. But what are the advantages with SAP, right? So we have various advantages of SAP compared to other softwares. So the advantage number one, right? So the advantage number one of SAP is SAP supports English as a language by default, right? It supports English as a language by default. It also supports country specific languages like country specific local languages also supported by SAP. What is this meaning? Let us say I know English. So I can do the transactions in SAP via English as a language. I don't know English. I know German language. So I will be able to do the transactions in SAP via a German language as well. Right? How it will support. So I will try to show it to you how SAP will be supported as English as well as German language as well. Just for your understanding purpose. Just for your understanding purpose. Let us say this is the icon. We will see, we will learn how to log in into SAP, etc. in our coming sessions. Right? But I just wanted to show it to you how SAP is supporting English as a language as well as German. Let us say I wanted to do the transactions in English, right? So I need to give a username and the password. So this is the username that is being provided to me, and the password I will enter. So program @999, and this is the language key. So the language key is English. If I wanted to do the transactions in English, I will enter the language key as English over here. So I just need to click on enter. You see everything I am able to see it over here as English, right? So I can do various transactions by going through the English as a language, right? So everywhere I can see English naming convention so that I will be able to use the English, right? I don't know the English as a language, right? So I only knows German as a language. So SAP will be able to provide the transactions via a German as a language, right? So this is by default you will have English, but if you wanted to do the transactions in German language, you need to log in into the system by using a language key as a DE. DE is nothing but a German, right? So I will input DE. So I will put the user ID and the password over here. I'm just trying to show it to you how SAP is supporting multiple languages. So you see over here, so this is something separate, right? It is not English, it is a German language. So the same way, if I wanted to perform the transactions, everything is in German language over here, right? So like this, SAP supports country-specific languages as well as the English as a worldwide language as well whenever you are doing some transactions within SAP. So I just wanted to show it to you this thing today in our session, right? So this way we will be continuing with our further sessions, right? So do you have any doubts or clarifications regarding this? So the course will be a 90 days course, means minimum it will take 3 months, right? So if you want to learn SAP materials management thoroughly, so you need to invest at least 3 months of time in the course. So every day 1.5 hour class will be there, right? So every day 1.5 hour or 1 hour class will be there. So we will be discussing the end-to-end materials management or related business processes or functionalities and the activities. So we will cover the SAP ECC version as well as one of the latest version known as S4 HANA. I think maybe you came across of it. There is a latest version in SAP that is known as S4 HANA 2021 version. We will also teach you the previous version of S4 HANA that is known as ECC, known as Enterprise Core Component version during this 90 days of tenure of time. Along with that, we also will give you the basic understanding of the real-time project, how a real-time project will be executed in the organizations and what and all the activities that you are going to perform in the real-time projects. We will also explain during this particular course of time, right? So we will share you the course content as well by tomorrow or in the next session or the coming sessions. You can go through the course content as well. Okay, so any doubts or clarifications from this line?
Do we have one more demo session or this one is the last one, sir?
It is a continuation. Tomorrow again 8 to 9, like that we will continue further.
Okay.
It's a continuation only.
Uh, What are we
Sir,
going to cover in this material management course? Like configuration, LSMW migration.
Everything, configs, master data, transactional data, then
Okay.
reporting, then migration tools, LSMW, LTMC, everything will be covered.
Are we going to cover IDOC and BAP also?
IDOCs we will cover, BAPI we will not cover. Why? Because it is a technical topic. It's
Okay.
not a functional topic.
Okay, sir.
okay, sir. And how many hours we have to we work on real-time projects, sir?
That will
Or
be,
how
I
many
think, minimum. How
Yes, sir.
many?
Sorry. How many hours we have to spend for or little any project which is run real-time projects like that only, sir?
I didn't get your question.
हाँ सर, मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि सर रियल टाइम जो प्रोजेक्ट जो आप बताना चाह रहे हैं तो ये इन बिटवीन रहेगा क्या एट द एंड ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट या एट द एंड ऑफ कोर्स में रहेगा, यही क्वेश्चन है सर मेरा।
At the end of the course में रहेगा.
ओके, तो ऐसे स्मॉल स्मॉल प्रोजेक्ट्स रहेंगे सर, क्या आपका एक डेमो ही रहेगा सर इसके अंदर ये भी?
नहीं नहीं, हम लोग theory part बताएंगे और SAP में भी आपको एक रियल टाइम सिनारियोस देके इधर सब दिखा दे, इधर सब एग्जीक्यूट करेंगे. जस्ट theory part नहीं है ना.
ओके ओके सर।
Along with the theory part, we will execute all the business processes, configs, transactional data, master data, so everything in this SAP software, right? So theory part, just forget about theory part. First, you need to learn how to work with the software, right?
ओके
We will
सर।
mainly concentrate on software, not on theory part.
So will you give us the real-time project scenarios from the day when main course starts, or will you give us the project scenarios only after completing the course?
It is a parallel activity, right?
Okay,
So
if it is a parallel activity, there is no problem. If you give us the project, the real-time project examples and scenarios after completing the course, we may not be able to communicate with you like this after
no, no,
completing
no,
the
no. It's a
course.
parallel only. It's a parallel
Yeah.
activity. My way of teaching is parallelly I will teach along with the system, then theory. So I will not
So
do like
you
that.
will assign little bit of tasks how to complete the project in a company. So you will teach like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Any certification, sir, after completion of this course? Any certificate?
Certificate. If you wanted to do the certification, you can do separately certification. But from the institute side, I need to check with the team. I will check and
Okay.
I will let you know if they are providing any certificate.
And for SAP certification, what is the criteria for that, sir? Main SAP. Yes, sir.
No criteria. So they will charge some amount of money. If you are able to pay that, then you can do
Okay.
that. No criteria.
Uh,
If you are
Okay,
confident on taking the certification course,
okay,
then they
sir.
will charge you some fees and pay that fees and take the course. If you are able to pass it, you are certified,
Okay,
right?
sir.
Hmm.
सर मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि आई हैव 7 year experiences in pharma. If I joined your classes and take also done in 3 month course, sir. Okay. After
Hmm.
that, they will be consider me as a fresher or some experience or in market, sir. That's why my concern about that only, sir.
You are experienced, right? You have 7 years of experience,
Pharma
right?
industry, but not in SAP MM.
Yeah, in SAP, SAP is one of the software, right? So when it comes to SAP, they will consider your pharma experience or the real-time experience, then they will give you the package and scales, etc. Why? Because it is not like C, C++, right? Even though
Okay,
freshers
sir.
can learn C, C++, but SAP is not like that. You need to have the real, if you have the real-time business experience, that is well and good consider in case of ERP.
Okay,
Like that,
sir.
I also worked for 7 years, then moved to SAP, right? So they considered my legacy experience and they have provided the opportunity.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So any other
Sir,
doubts
what are,
in the line?
uh, uh, except material management, what are the remaining modules we are going to cover briefly in this course?
Briefly, we will cover MMSD integration, MMFI integration, MMQM integration. So these
Okay.
things we will cover.
So warehouse management we will not
No,
cover
no,
in this
no.
course.
Those are separate. Those are separate modules.
Okay.
Sir, I have a question. So, will this help a non-IT fresher student to get into, like, who is looking, whoever, like, for the job or anything else, like being a fresher?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely it will
Okay.
help.
Because definitely not being a non-IT, so we'll be not having any experience. So,
Yes.
okay. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So, as I told you earlier, I have 1 year experience as a support engineer, but I know the basic process of SAP in quality management.
Hmm.
So, when I try to attend for placements, how much is the package scale they will offer? And from
Those things
from
we can
from
take it offline. Okay, those things we can take it offline. It's all depend upon your luck also, right? We cannot
yes,
judge.
but
We cannot judge
but
in no rights, right?
yes, sir. As a fresher from this coaching center, how much is the basic pay we can expect?
Those things you will come to know when you learn the course. All those things you will automatically come to know. Okay, those are not topics which we need to discuss in the course, right? Okay, you will come to know. Okay.
Okay, do I have to ask the management regarding these placement related things? So the main agenda is to get the package only, right? At the end of the day. So I want to get the clarity before taking the course only. Yeah. That's why I'm asking right now.
See, if you go to any Naukri.com, you will say 2 years fresher, how much package they will get, right? 4 years experience, how much they will get, right? So if you have 4 years experience in SAP, you will get 10 to 12 lakhs, right? If you are
Oh,
having, if you are a fresher, then there is a chances of getting 6 to 8.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Facility is
Okay then.
available or not for institute?
Pardon me. Hello.
Hello.
Then IT provided placement facility or not?
No, no, no. Those things we are now discussing about the course. So if you have any other doubts, I think those things should be discussed later. Okay. So we are mainly concentrating on course now, right? We will discuss about the course content, what exactly the topics we are going to learn, all those things we will discuss. Okay. Okay then team. So thanks a lot for your time. So we will meet at tomorrow at the same time, 8 to 9 p.m. Okay. Thank you. Bye
Okay,
bye.
sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. I am closing the session. Bye bye.